Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs look to match the longest winning streak in baseball history. Coming up next. Michael Davis starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this is a very unique pitcher. He is really tough to hit when runners get into scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why he doesn't give up many runs. We'll see if he can continue to do that in this one.
Now in the box, Cesar Hernandez. He will lead this one off today.
Second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
First pitch of the at-bat. And the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball one, and that's how things get underway here at Wrigley. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Two balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now. Odubel Herrera will be next. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting how this offense goes about it. Are they going to go after him early? Are they going to sit back and take, hope he doesn't have his secondary stuff, and drive his pitch count up? You have to find ways. You can't just throw your bats out on the field and think you're going to score runs off a premier guy.
First offering on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Row, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
2-2.
2-2 count.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Eddie Matthews will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And he'll just watch this thing to try and get an idea. It's 0-1. Counts even at 1-1 to Matthews. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. lifted the other way down the left field line. In there, a base hit.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 6.
That'll bring up the two-time All-Star MVP, Steve Garvey. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Count now, a ball and a strike. Garvey swings and throws from the right side and stands at 5'10". His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Vince Velasquez will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, I call Vince Velasquez V squared, and he's a really good pitcher. 4-pitch mix, fastball, slider, curveball, changeup, 95 to 97 with a fastball with a lot of late life. Quality pitcher.
In now, Joe Morgan, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Now here it comes. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and in fact dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him, so he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Of course the crowd is going to get on him a little bit here, but I find it hard to believe there was any intention there. Bottom of the first, you never want to dig yourself a hole on the mound just to send a message.
The next Cub up, Jeff Bagwell. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Morgan aboard here at first with nobody out. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. Altair going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. He's slugging over 600 coming into play. That's a lot of extra base hits, a lot of home runs, a lot of doubles, and a lot of balls in the gap. That doesn't come easy, and he has really impressed a lot of people so far this year.
So in now for Chicago, Junior Moore. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. Velasquez is one of the more prolific strikeout artists in the game today. He'll get into double digits in Ks, and of course that means he's got outstanding stuff every 5 days.
One of the things that go hand in hand, Matty V, if you want to strike guys out, you have to have good stuff, and this guy has great stuff. He has 2 different pitches that he can strike you out with, and as they rate him on a scale of 1 to 10, this guy has 2 pitches that rate an 8 or a 9, which is really hard to find in baseball today.
The 3-0 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Babe Ruth. He comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
Now the 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Takes a knee-high fastball.
This is where if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
First and second now, 1 man out. And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Now to the plate, Ken Griffey Jr. Good opportunity for him to add to his season RBI total here, which sits 3rd best in the National League. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
And it's a ball and a strike to Ken Griffey Jr. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
And he fouls this one off. Here's another 2-2. And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Now at the plate, Mike Piazza. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. 1-2 now. Bases are loaded here. 2 down. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run scores, and the second run will score as well.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, Dero, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in 2.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you could throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
Coming to the plate now, Mike Schmidt. He's currently 4th in the National League RBI race with a chance to add to that total here. First offering on its way. Way in front of that fastball.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Shin high fastball that time. Ball 3. Ruth on second. Piazza at first. 2 out in the inning. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Smoked on the ground left side, and that's through into left, a base hit. Now a long throw to third, and he is in there. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you see there, he finds himself in 6th place in the category in the National League. And now the Cubs pitcher, Michael Davis. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
First pitch on its way. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Altair ranging back to the track, and this one is gone. A home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Stepping in, Cal Ripken. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just a bit up.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one. And this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Now the 1-0. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. So 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Nope. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Squared that one up just a little late. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The next 3-2. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Obviously, this is a pitcher's nightmare, but it's a manager's nightmare, too. It's only the first inning, and your starter has already given up 4 hits. The last one, an absolute frozen rope. The last thing he wants to do is get someone up in the pen, but he might not have any other choice.
In now, Joe Morgan. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. To short, hit hard. Kingery's there. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. But it'll come at a cost as 6 cross the plate. 3 of them on this 3-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's the Cubs 6 and the Phillies nothing. Lenny Dykstra the next to bat. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6. But base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Down the third baseline. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
And in steps Scott Kingery, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
One out, nobody on. Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Hard on the ground towards short. Ripken moving to his right on to first, and there were two down.
Batting seven, right fielder, Aaron Altair.
Now at the plate, Aaron Altair. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, but he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They still find themselves down 6-0. So digging in now, Jeff Bagwell. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Way out in front.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. This one's down to third. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And let's spot shadow outfielder Odubel Herrera. One of the best first steps in the game, able to cover a ton of ground. Speed is definitely this guy's calling card, but do not sleep on the arm.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Junior Moore. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Ready with the 0-2. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
He's set. Here it comes. And this is low, ball 1.
Man, I really like the way this lineup is making this guy work today. You're going to see the bullpen getting going here soon.
Moore stands at first with 1 out. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is high. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. So they get a runner into scoring position now at second following the 1-out stolen base. And as we take a look at the Cubs leaders in that department, you can see he's right at the top leading this Chicago roster. Now the 2-0. Rocket to third, and that's in there. Base hit. Moore is on his way home. He will score as the lead swells to 7-0.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Stepping into the box, Ken Griffey Jr. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First offering on its way. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Has a look, now the pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. Now the 2-1 is in there for strike number 2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Runners on first with 1 down. Sliced hard, but foul to the left. Another full count pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Now batting, catcher, Mike
Stepping in, Mike Piazza. He was able to plate 2 with a base hit in his first appearance. From the stretch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. The 1-0. Popped him up. Garvey is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. We played 2 full. It's the Cubs 7 and the Phillies nothing. So striding in, Jorge Alfaro, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball right side. Fielded cleanly by Bagwell, and they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Vince Velasquez. Here's the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
1 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd.
I really like that he gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Stepping in now, Cesar Hernandez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. The 1-0 home. Just missing here, 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
The 2-0. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the ledger? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Phillies down in order. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Stepping into the box, Mike Schmidt, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Mike Schmidt.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope,
Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
1-1.
Hit back up the middle. Pingree is up with it, and a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a three-ring circus.
The pitcher, Michael Davis, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Yeah, man, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
And it's 1-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Schmidt on at first, nobody out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. On the ground is short. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
No real chance for him to roll 2 that time. He's just too quick coming out of the batter's box. You basically have to make a perfect turn on a hard hit ball to double him up. Now they need to keep an eye on him over at first.
Coming to the plate now, Cal Ripken. He reached on a single in his first try. Now a move over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Down and away, ball 1. Up high, 2-1 now. Now a throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Dykstra looking up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. 7 home runs for him on the year now as they push this lead up to 9 now.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Here's the Philadelphia manager on his way out to the mound now, and he's going to make a move as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Probably wishes he could have gone a little longer, but the move's already been made, and he's off to the showers. Ben Lively is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Standing in now, Joe Morgan. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw-in time at first for out number 2.
First baseman, number 5, Jeff Bagwell.
Digging in, Jeff Bagwell. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed up a little high. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
The 3-0. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Digging in and looking for more, Junior Moore. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. A high fastball is in there.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
The 0-1 on its way. A fastball that just misses inside. 2 out with the man at first. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Now the 2-1 is taken for strike 2.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. And he'll find a way to get a piece of that one to stay alive. The 2-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Hot shot down the line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Swing and a line drive. But this is going to get fouled. And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Babe Ruth. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Looking to minimize the damage here. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
That evens it up 1-1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. 3 complete from Wrigley Field. It's the Cubs 9 and the Phillies nothing. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as we begin the top of the 4th. First offering on its way.
That's a
ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1.
1-1.
The 1-1 misses above the zone for a ball. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Popped up. Piazza shading to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report, as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. Into the box, Eddie Matthews, a base hit in his first trip. Here comes the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
The 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, right there. It's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
That'll bring up the 2-time All-Star MVP, Steve Garvey. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Here's the first pitch to him. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the ledger? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're down 9-0. Now batting, Ken Griffey Jr. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Ken Griffey Jr.
First pitch on its way. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Swinging a soft liner. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. Not the day he was hoping for when he took the mound. Standing in, Mike Piazza, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a breaking ball.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Line drive to center field, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman, Mike Schmidt.
So striding forward now, Mike Schmidt. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. Two out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it 1-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 9-0 lead. Digging in for his second at-bat, Lenny Dykstra. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning. Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
2-0 to the Phillies center fielder. The 2-0 on the way. It's the outside corner, strike 1. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Ruth facing back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Now batting, number 8.
A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just one hit for these guys this afternoon. So next to the plate for the Phils, Scott Kingery. First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Kingery, 23 years old. This is his first year at the big league level. Line towards center field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he's holding down the top spot in the circuit here for the month of June. Into the box now, Aaron Altair hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
1-1 to Aaron Altair. A sign now from Piazza, the 1-1. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Moore is over. And that retires the side. Phillies down in order. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Digging in, Michael Davis.
Leading off for the Cubs, catcher, Michael Davis.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a slider. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Popped him up. Matthews in foul ground, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr.
Digging in, Cal Ripken, and he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And the 1-1 is in the air now out to center. Dykstra is there. 2 gone.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Joe Morgan.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Joe Morgan. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a breaking ball.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is in there. A called strike 3. Cubs are down in order, but they'll live with it as they hold a 9-0 lead. So coming to the plate, Jorge Alfaro will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, and they've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Here comes the first pitch. Here's a strike. A frustrated swing and miss at a knuckleball.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So the shutout still intact here in the 6th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Carlos Santana will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 43, Carlos Santana.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Griffey waits on it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Cesar Hernandez. No hits to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
The windup and the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. No runs, just 1 hit and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Count even at 2-2. The 2-2. Soft liner toward short. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in his center field.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. A pause and the 0-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there. Maybe you get the guy to chase out of the zone, but at the very least, it gives the catcher something good to throw if the man on first is on the move.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
I got to count 2-2.
Hernandez is off of first with 2 away. Skied into straightaway right. Griffey waits on it, and that's the third out. 1 left for Philadelphia. They're down 9-0. Jim Palmer gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Stepping up to the plate, Jeff Bagwell. It was a walk in his last trip.
Jeff Bagwell.
Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Dykstra going back. That's out of here as it trims the bushes. So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 14 on the season, as the blowout continues. So that was the third home run for these guys today.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Into the box, Junior Moore.
That's a ball.
Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
One ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
The 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. No outs, nobody on. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box now, Babe Ruth, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next two guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Standing in, Ken Griffey Jr. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Rolled slowly to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up to start the 7th. It's the Cubbies 10 and the Phillies nothing. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Striding into the box, Eddie Matthews. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
And that misses 1-1. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Off the LED board and gone. A solo shot down the line in right. Number 18 for him on the campaign, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Well, they're not there yet, but a solo homer to lead off the inning will do wonders for any team's confidence. We'll see if the next few batters can continue the comeback effort here. Just need to string some good at-bats together now.
That'll bring up the 2-time All-Star MVP, Steve Garvey. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. popped him up. Bagwell in foul ground, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Now the payoff pitch home. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Bagwell is calling for it. 1 out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Lenny Dykstra the next to bat. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he fouls this one off. One run on 3 hits and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Swing, and he pops him up. Ripken over to his right, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, number 8.
And in steps Scott Kingery. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now. Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, this is a pretty good at bat, making this pitcher come back and really have to battle. This is a pretty good at bat right here.
And he watches a splitter for a called 3rd strike, and the side is retired. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. Get up and stretch. It's the Cubbies 10 and the Phillies 1. Ready once again. Mike Piazza has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Mike Piazza.
First offering on its way. 0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The 0-2 to Piazza. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. So gets him. So they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. At the plate, Mike Schmidt. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. The 0-1.
No,
that's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
At the plate, Michael Davis. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
First pitch on its way. Ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
The 1-0. He's taken strike 1.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
The 1-1. Taken strike 2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
The 1-2. Backs him off the plate. The slider that nearly got him.
Well, we all know he can burn on the base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
And obviously, this guy's a double threat up there. He can run, and he can go yard, too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he could take you out of the yard.
Fouled away. Another payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. Ready for another chance? Aaron Altair. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed up a little high. The 1-0. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Time to be alert for signs of tiring here in the 8th. He's a pitch away from 100.
Man, I love this right now. He's given it everything he has, given this team depth, allowing the manager to pick some serious matchups when it comes to going to the bullpen, Dan.
Well, you nailed that, D-Road. Now you can go to your go-to guys, the troubleshooters, the guy you want to bring into close games. Anytime a starter can get you through 7 innings, the 8th inning, it's a bonus. A job well done so far.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Popped him up. Morgan is there for it. 1 down. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Digging in once again, Jorge Alfaro. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not close. It's 2-0. Two and 1.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. A look at our line score this afternoon, and it's been a good one for the bleacher bums thus far. The home-standing Cubs enjoying a big lead here late. Nick Williams will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the 2-out hit keeps the top of the 8th inning extended.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. Looped out towards short. And this will be pulled in easily for the final out of the inning. Phillies strand 1. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Tommy Hunter comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Striding in once again, Cal Ripken. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Here it comes, 0-2.
Nope.
And a neck-high fastball that time. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hit hard toward the right side. But this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. One away.
Second baseman, Joe Morgan.
So one gone here in the Chicago 8th. And here comes an important cog in the big red machine, Joe Morgan. And now a pitch on the way. And a ball 1-0. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one. The 1-1 is a fastball looked at for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Standing in now, Jeff Bagwell, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Comes set with the 0-1. And a breaking ball stays outside. The 1-2 is outside for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Two pitch is fouled away. Again, he sends it out of play. Dribbled up the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Now the 3-2 pitch, and it's fouled away.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
The next 3-2, and he struck him out. A 10-pitch battle, but he finally wears him down as the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. Digging in now, Odubel Herrera starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. The 1-0. 1-1 the count. A ball and 2 strikes. One and 2, here it comes. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
Up next for Philadelphia, third baseman, Eddie Matthews.
Ready for another shot now, Eddie Matthews. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
In the last at-bat, the home run he hit off that knuckleball, he didn't crush it. He hit it well enough. It was probably short of 400 feet, but a home run is a home run.
No balls and 1 strike. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Rifkin takes charge out there and he stays with it for the second out.
The first baseman, number 6, Steve Garvey.
That'll bring up the 2-time All-Star MVP, Steve Garvey. First pitch on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Hey, listen, in baseball, we don't see very many complete games any longer because of pitch counts, but listen, he was good from the first inning through the ninth. Well-deserved complete game victory.
10-1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. The Chicago Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Michael Davis pitches his way to a league-leading 12th win of the year, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Vince Velasquez gave up a whopping 9 earned runs in the losing effort. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Chicago Cubs can run on 8 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For Philadelphia, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 24 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, Michael Davis collected the victory in his 12th win as the Cubs took care of the Phillies 10-1. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Cincinnati Reds snapped their 5-game losing streak as they bested the visiting Rockies 9-4. The Dodgers put together 10 total hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 2-1. The Cardinals combined for a 4-hitter as they beat the visiting Marlins 3-1. The Seattle Mariners pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 4-1. The Orioles grabbed 13 hits in the game as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 10-4. The Tigers hit 3 long balls as they took down the Red Sox on the road 12-5. The Chicago White Sox knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 5-4. Won his 4th game thus far, helping the Rangers get past the rival Astros 4-1. As of today, he has the most strikeouts in the American League. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.